This is Poppy and Rye Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is called Mr. Castor P. Kanade and Company. The beaver's lodge was large dome structure made of sticks and twigs plastered over with mud. To get inside the lodge, the beavers, just as Valerian had informed Rye, had to swim through an underwater tunnel. Though the small vent hole at the top of the dome provided some fresh air, it was hot and humid inside the lodge. The little light that came from the sporadic flashing of fireflies, which the beavers had snared and brought inside the lodge just for that purpose. Standing at the far end of the lodge was Mr. Castor P. Kanade. Looking around, paws contentedly folded over his pot belly, he liked what he saw. 12 beavers, family and all, sitting on their tails paying close attention to him. Wife, child, cousin, brother, or sister, he treated them all with total equality. That is to say, he was everybody's boss. He offered up a ripe, toothy smile. In one of Mr. Kanade's paws was a branch, a pointer. Next to him was a large sheet of bark which he had attached to a wall. The bark bore a drawing of a new pond the beavers had created. "All right, then," Mr. Kanade began, tapping his stick against the drawing. "Here is where we have constructed the dam. Mighty fine dam, too, if I do say myself. Yes, sir, when Kanade & Co. builds a dam, you don't let the grass go under your feet, do we?" "Way to go, Cass," murmured a few of the beavers, slapping their tails down on the mud floor by the way of approval. "Okay," Mr. Kanade continued. "Every journey begins with a step, but it's plain as your nose on your face. We are going to build the biggest, best, most profitable pond in the whole country. Honest to goodness, as the day is long. Take my word for it, we are. You know what the old philosopher said? If you can't see the forest for the trees, chew down the trees." Okay, good news and bad news. The good news is that we've done a fine job on the pond. PTO keen job. Mr. Kanade tapped the map with his sticks. Bad news, he went on with a good-natured chuckle. Rome wasn't built in a day either. Which reminds me, has anyone come up with a good name for this project? The locals call it the Brook. The Brook. Dull as ditch water. Can't sell lodges by calling them the Brook. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't hit the nail on the head. "Hey, Cass," one of the beavers called out. "What about Wet Wonderland?" "Or Water World," suggested another. "Mud Flats," offered a third. To each suggestion, Mr. Kanade offered up a toothy smile. Fine, he said. "Keep those thinking caps on. Those names are A-OK. What we need, though, is something that hits folks square in the eye. Something strong and dynamic. Goes over the top, squares a bullseye, is a hole-in-one, a whole 10 yards, a knock-in-one, slam dunk. I'm telling you straight from the heart, there's nothing I admire more than originality, as long as it fits the bill. So, as sure as the sun rises in the morning, I put my thinking cap and came up with," knock on the front wood, "Kanade's Cute Condos." Says it all. Don't you know? Kanade's Cute Condos, holding a solid ring to it, wouldn't you say? The real plastic? And there was a general thumping of tails. "Okay, we agree. From here on out, we will call this project Kanade's Cute Condos. Now," Mr. Kanade continued, using his stick to clarify his ideas, "with the dam being built here, Kanade's Cute Condos will extend over these boundaries, here, and here. How do you like the wood chips?" He grinned, exposing his orange buck teeth to its fullest. Tails thumped. "As for lodges, we'll scatter them here, and here, plus a few more over here." Mr. Kanade pointed to different places on the bark. "I know it's a lot of work, but don't forget the turtle, the hare, or the Alamo. We don't want to let the grass grow under our feet, which is okay, except we want water under our feet. The more the better. If there's something I can tell you, Kanade's Cute Condos will be wet. My loyal, hard-working company," Mr. Kanade continued, "we're the original eager beavers. Kanade & Co. has never shifted from hard work. Never will. Yes, sir, if better ponds are built, Kanade & Co. will build them. Any questions?" One of the beavers raised a paw. "Yes, Clara." "I've received a complaint about what we're doing. Rather rudely put, too, I'm afraid." Mr. Kanade sighed. Hard to believe, sweetheart, but there are those who want life to go on the way it always has, and they can't stand progress. They resist it. Okay, let's be sensitive to these folks and pity them. They don't understand that they're sitting smack dab in the middle of the future. So be patient, but get on with the job. Be understanding, but don't give them an inch. Keep saying progress without pain until they believe it. Anyway, little folks can't do much. Not by a long shot, or a short one, he said with a chuckle. What if they make trouble? Asked one of the other beavers. Okay, I've been around the pond a few times. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. A flat whack of the old tail solves most of the problems. Hey, bottom line is we've got bigger problems. The lodge rippled with laughter and a few tail slaps. All right then, Mr. Kanade continued. Don't have to remind you there's work to be done. I'll be on your side. Don't want to hear about any beaver who isn't busy. Hang in there. Be fresh as a daisy. We're going to get through this tough as getting going. And finally, from the bottom of my heart, and from the top and the sides and the middle as well, I want to say to all of you, and I really mean this, I really do with all my soul, honestly, sincerely, have a nice day.